mega love shout out. Nandito tayo kay Attorney Enzo Recto, mga kakabsat. Grabe, tila malaking sampal itong ano to? Malaking sampal itong sinabi ni Tory kay John Vic. Ay, naku po, bakit nga ba? Naku po, General Tory to John Vic. Naku po, ano kayo sinabi nito? Grabe. Mapsat, grabe, tila naging malaking sampal ito kay John Vic. Mapsat, itong sinabi ni General Torre kung bakit hindi pa rin naaresto si Bato, kung ano ang kanyang sinabi. Panoorin natin, Mapsat. Sige, pasok.
Walk us through on how that operation was handled then and as compared to the situation of Senator De La Rosa now.
Well, what I can definitively tell you is my experience. Pero kung compare dito sa nangyari sa Senado, this is something that will be on shaky grounds because I may not have the full data on these operations. But on our part, during that time, I'm very sure that I have the warrant. I already have the warrant. I have the e-copy of the warrant. So, and we have the coordination with the PCTC. We have the run-through with the NAIA personnel the day before. We have, we have all this preparation already because we are very sure and there's already a decision to serve the warrant to the former president upon his arrival from Hong Kong. So, alam na namin yun. Ito ang paghandaan namin at nakapag-meeting na rin kami ng mga units na aking gagamitin para sa implementation na ito. Tsaka even before it was given to me formally, when I was appointed as the head of the CIDG, I already know that there's a very big possibility that if there's a warrant that will come out, I'll be the one who will be tasked to implement it. So even as early as January, I'm already prepared for it. And even without the order or even without yung utos ba or imprimatur ng mga boss ko, I already anticipated that it will be given to me. And of course, if there's a mission given to me, I just don't want to fail because I failed to plan. So I planned it properly, even without the actual release of the warrant yet.
Enzo Recto, kalaban ang katiwalian at kasinungalingan, kakampi sa katotohanan at kabutihan.
Grabe itong sinabi ni dating PNP Chief Torre na tila naging malaking sampal para kay DILG Secretary John Vic Rimula. Bakit ko po ito nasabi, mga kabunyog? Dahil kung maaalala ninyo, mayroon ng ICC warrant si Bato noong araw na lumitaw siya sa Senado. Pero ano ang nangyari? Hindi pa rin siya nadakip. Sa halip nagawa pa siyang protektahan ng Senado at nakatakas pa. Dito sa hinalimbawa ni Torre kung bakit dapat naging mabilis ang pag-aresto kay Bato, tila tuloy naging malaking sampal ang kanyang mga sinabi sa kasalukuyang DILG Secretary dahil sa tila kawalan ng pagpaplano sa pag-aresto rito. Anyway, mga kabunyog, heto at panoorin po natin ang naging panayam kay General Torre.
Let's begin with a failed attempt to arrest Senator Bato de la Rosa. You have NBI agents there seen at the Senate complex last Monday, and then former Senator Sonny Trillanes even saying that there is a valid arrest warrant coming from the ICC. As a former PNP chief, would you say that there was an operational lapse? Is it?
Hindi ko masigurado kung masabi kong operational lapse, because while they are both similar implementation of warrants of arrest, medyo iba yung situation nung dalawa. Hindi lang medyo, kundi malaki yung pagkakaiba because for one, the service of warrant to the former president is in a plane in a government-controlled area, which is the airport. So malaki ang diferensya niyan sa Senado na separate branch of the government. At ang situation pa man din is may nagko-question sa actual validity or actual presence actually or actual existence of the warrant. Kaya medyo huli ang dating ng pronouncement ng ICC, ang confirmation doon sa existence ng warrant na yun.
So at this point, sir, it is difficult to establish if there was a failure in planning or coordination among law enforcement agencies.
Yeah. Siyempre, nakikita lang natin from the outside pero hindi natin alam kung ano mga interplay ng mga iba-ibang units. Kasi remember that when I did my job last March 2025, I have with me the DOJ, I have with me the PCTC, we have the AFP there backing us, we have the PNP, and of course, we have the other units who helped us in or assisted us in the implementation of that warrant. So, I'm not very sure kung present din ang lahat ng elemento na yan dito sa case na to.
The National Bureau of Investigation seems to be taking the lead in enforcing the ICC arrest warrant against Senator De La Rosa. In your perspective, is the NBI the proper agency to handle this matter as sensitive as an ICC-related arrest?
NBI is among those units that are directed to assist the PCTC. And ang NBI, may International Police Division yan sila, may parang International Cooperation Division, something like that. I'm not very sure about division. Pero meron sila talagang isang division na talagang ang trabaho is mag-coordinate sa mga international law enforcement and other similar bodies from other countries. So, meron sila talagang, may papel ang NBI regarding that matter.
So kumbaga sir, may capability yung NBI to arrest De La Rosa?
Oh yes, of course. Isa sa mga premier law enforcement and investigation agency ay NBI. So, hindi pwede matawaran ang capability. At may silang otoridad dyan, sigurado.
Well, people would remember that you were part of the law enforcement machinery during the arrest of former President Rodrigo Duterte. Could you take us through or walk us through on how that operation was handled then and as compared to the situation of Senator De La Rosa now?
Well, what I can definitively tell you is my experience. Pero kung compare dito sa nangyari sa Senado, this is something that will be on shaky grounds because I may not have the full data on these operations. But on our part, during the time, I'm very sure that I have the warrant. I already have the warrant. I have the e-copy of the warrant. So, and we have the coordination with the PCTC. We have the run-through with the NAIA personnel the day before. We have, we have all this preparation already because we are very sure and there's already a decision to serve the warrant to the former president upon his arrival from Hong Kong. So, alam na namin yun. So, napaghandaan namin at nakapag-meeting na rin kami ng mga units na aking gagamitin para sa implementation na ito. Tsaka, even before it was given to me formally, when I was when I was appointed as the head of the CIDG, I already know that there's a very big possibility that if there's a warrant that will come out, I'll be the one who will be tasked to implement it. So, even as early as January, I've already prepared for it. And even without the order or even without the utos ba or imprimatur ng mga boss ko, I already anticipated that it will be given to me. And of course, if there's a mission given to me, I just don't want to fail because I failed to plan. So I planned it properly, even without the actual release of the warrant yet.
Let's talk about the Senate role here. Of course, one of the factors that played a part in the failed arrest of Senator De La Rosa was when he was placed under Senate protective custody. Was this something that law enforcement agencies weren't prepared for, or dapat pinaghandaan po ito na posibleng i-invoke ng Senado itong kapangyarihan nila to place someone under protective custody?
Yes, obviously the local is a concern because the Senate, may mga batas tayo na nagpo-protect sa mga senators, especially if it is in session. So ngayon, bigla naglabas pa ang liderato ng Senado saying that they placed Senator De La Rosa under their protective custody even without citing what are the conditions of this custody are. So, medyo lalong nadagdag ang komplikasyon ng situation. So, well, definitely, if you're asking if there's a factor on the location, yes, definitely, napakalaki.
And would you consider that, sir, as obstruction of justice, yung pag-protect kay Senator De La Rosa in the enforcement of warrant, or it's a right given to a separate branch of government?
Yan naman ang question na talagang dapat pag-usapan ng mabigat yan dahil kung obstruction of justice, you are already invoking a crime as punished in our revised penal code, and there should be a proper examination by the public prosecutor of the elements or the allegations bago isampa sa korte, and the court will have to the merits of the case before deciding on it. So this is again another case na talagang Tristan, alam mo, dito sa Pilipinas, yan yung isa sa mga klase ng tanong na pag ibinigay mo sa 3 abogado yan, makakarinig ka ng 4 na opinion.
Iba-iba yung may sobra pa sir na opinion.
May isang abogado dyan, didipatihin ang sarili niya.
But what confused many people now is that if he is under protective custody, then bakit siya nakalabas ng madali or malaya?
Yun nga, kaya may nagtatanong, kung may protective, sinasabi nyo na kaya ka nag-protective custody dahil merong arrest warrant. Bigla na lang, pinaalis kasi walang arrest warrant. So, ano ba talaga ang totoo dyan? So, yun nga, mga masasabi natin na the views will be dependent on who is talking and who is arguing.
I also want to ask about your thoughts as a veteran investigator and former PNP CIDG chief on what happened in the Senate last week. We heard gunshots, and you have competing narratives. Some senators say the Senate or the institution is under attack, but you have some people saying that it could have been staged or planned. Sa ganito pong mga pangyayari, ano po ba ang dapat tignan ng publiko?
Yun na nga, kaya kailangan ng masusing investigasyon at talagang kailangan is pakinggan ang bawat side kasi inamin naman ni General Mao na siya ay nagpaputok at sinasabi naman ng kabila, it appears na may nagpaputok din sa kabila. So, kaya lang, good thing na walang natamaan doon. So, ang ating tinitingnan lang dito is really appropriate ba ang actions ng bawat sides doon. So, it's really not for me to make any conclusions regarding that matter. Tristan, pasensya na.
Okay lang, sir. Well noted. But sir, sa ganitong klaseng insidente, what evidence matters most in determining whether the standoff was genuine or staged? Anong mga mahalagang ebidensya, sir, ang dapat ma-secure?
Alam mo, ang isa dyan, let the crime scene speak for itself. Let the scene of the incident speak for itself. Pag proper ang magiging processing ng SOCO natin dyan, ng crime laboratory natin dyan, malalaman natin kung ano talaga ang totoo dyan. Because those shells, those bullets, those walls just don't stand there as mute witnesses, but they are active witnesses of what happened. And with the proper processing and investigation, makukuha talaga kung anong totoo nangyari dyan. At the end of the day, ang bottom line dyan, walang namatay. Yun ang pasalamat natin sa Panginoon na walang irreversible damage na nangyari dyan. And sana naman, this will be resolved.
Sir, as former PNP chief, may mensahe po ba kayo kay Senator Bato de la Rosa? Because the people now are saying kung dati tagapagpatupad siya ng batas, ngayon ay tila tumatakas siya sa kamay ng batas.
Well, again, this is a personal call of General de la Rosa. Ang contention niya is hindi pa tapos ang lahat ng kanyang legal avenues para makakuha ng redress dito sa sitwasyon na kanyang kinakaharap. Kaya karapatan niya rin naman na i-take ang lahat ng ito. At ang gobyerno naman ay nagsasabi, naglabas na ng argumento ng Soljan, nihain na rin sa Korte Suprema para kontrahin ang request ni General de la Rosa for a TRO at nagsasabi na huwag siyang bigyan ng TRO. So, both arguments are now being heard in the proper venue, and let's listen to what the Supreme Court has to say on this. At ang bottom line lang dyan is I just wish the good general good luck at sana ay malampasan niya lahat ng ito ng peaceful lang at ng ma-resolve lang na maayos. Again, para sa ikabubuti ng bayan natin.
Allow me to shift topic now, sir. Kamusta na po kayo sa MMDA as General Manager? I believe 5 months since you were appointed in that position. Nakapag-transition na po ba?
Well, it's okay. Ito na, nagsisimula ng ulan at ito na ang ating test, real acid test kung ito ba mga ginawa natin previously in preparations sa ating paghahanda sa flooding ay epektibo o hindi. At nakikita na natin kahapon, may mga areas na binahana kaagad sa ulan na bumagsak sa atin. So, we just want to be prepared, not surprised. Kahapon, medyo nakita natin na there are still things to be done. Kaya, andito na kami ulit sa ground at hinahanap ang solusyon sa hindi na maulit tong flooding sa ito.
Yeah, so ano po mga plano ng MMDA ahead of the rainy season na nakita na po natin na bumabaha na nga sa ilang mga lugar itong mga nakalipas na araw? Ano po yung mga pagtutuunan ng ahensya?
Well, una, gusto natin na yun nga, preparation, automatic dyan, may drainage clearing, pump station functionality, na-check na namin yan, tapos may interagency coordination. Kaya gusto mo namin isipin na dapat ang ulan ay hindi surprise eh. Kasi alam natin ang ulan na eh, rainy season na eh. Hindi dapat tayo masyak yan at dapat nakahanda na tayo at tinignan namin ang paghahanda namin kahapon na subukan na. So, ito, execution matters more than the press release. So, talagang kailangan namin is back to the drawing board, make sure na surgical ang aming intervention kung saan may ang ginagawa namin ngayon, kung saan ang may nakita namin kahapon na bumaha, pinapuntahan na namin ng mga engineers namin, tinignan kung appropriate solution.
Staying there a bit longer, but of course 2028 is coming. People are asking, do you have any plans to run for public office in 2028?
Actually, hindi lang pumasok. Natapos ko na kahapon na aking pagtakbo. Takbo laban sa mga bully part 2 sa Pasig at wait for the third installment. Tatakbo ulit tayo. Pero seriously speaking, execution, kung tayo, nag-execute tayo ngayon nasa governance side naman tayo after the PNP service, nasa civil governance side tayo, pinapractice natin ang ating sarili kung marunong nga tayo nito and nakikita natin kung ang taong bayan ay masiyahan sa atin, bigyan tayo ng mas mataas na tungkulan o bigyan tayo ng mas iba pang trabaho sa future. Let's cross the bridge when the opportunity presents itself.
Okay. So kumbaga sir, walang isinasara ang pinto. Is that right to say? Depende sa magiging takbo or siguro sa panawagan ng taong bayan din on kung kailangan pa kayong tumakbo sir or
lahat ng mga silang bagay napakahirap sabihin ng tapos eh. So I really just keeping myself busy right now with the work. Ipinapakita lang kung ano, gusto ko lang ipakita kung anong kaya kong gawin at kung ano pang kaya kong i-offer para sa bansang Pilipinas. Dahil talaga nakikita natin, parang madaling sukuan na tuloy, dahil retired na ako, pwede na mag-abroad eh. Madaling sukuan ng Pilipinas eh, pero gusto nating isang bansa lang ito na meron tayo at may future generations pa tayo, may mga anak tayo at mga kamag-anak at mga future Filipinos na parang napakahirap naman sukuan ng mga to at tingnan natin kung ano pwede natin magawa at maitulong. At sa ngayon, sinusubukan natin dito sa MMDA yung governance na, yun nga, gusto namin dito na pag may tumawag, may sasagot. Pag may humingi ng tulong, may darating. At pag may dumarating, talagang may gagawin. Kaya sa yung project ko rito na 136, ginagarantiya namin ang service guarantee 555. We answer in 5 rings, we arrive in 5 minutes, we resolve the simple problems in 5 minutes. So nagawa naman. Kaya yun ang gusto namin ipakita rito sa MMDA, that the government is working for you, working for the people.
Maraming salamat, MMDA General Manager and former PNP Chief General Nicolas Torre III, for sharing your time and for your insights dito po sa mga nagaganap sa Senado. Sir, thank you for your time.
Maraming salamat din, Tristan. At laging tandaan, pag may aberya sa daan, ipa-MMDA na yan. Dahil 136, 5 minuto, kami ay nandyan.
And
Yo.
we will continue to deliver just the facts and the news you need. Until our next newsmaker.
Salamat, General Torre. Ay, grabe. John Vic, gising! Ha? Ay, Diyos ko, Lord. Galaw-galaw din kasi, John Vic. Nako po. O siya, Mabsat, mag-second to the last topic tayo. Countdown ulit tayo, Mabsat. Again, sa mga bagong pasok, huwag kalimutan mag-like and subscribe at mag-comment kayo, guys, no? Hindi si Anti-Babes lang nandyan. Si Anti-Babes lang ba ang bisita ng maestro? Wala nagpaparamdam sa inyo, Bakit? Tahimik yung ating mga kasama dyan, Baka naman.